Uh, we're getting things.
Whatever,
One day we'll be professional.
as long as people can see us.
I mean, listen, we need more people to watch the show so we can get someone to, I don't know, be an assistant and, tell us. Like what those people that work at the with DJs and stuff, screen calls and stuff, and tell them, hey, be much more convenient, wouldn't it?
Okay, I know what the words vertical and horizontal mean, but I don't know what they mean in relation to a live stream. Like optimize for your phone. Oh wait, now I see. Because okay, I did get it to open on my computer in a different browser, and I see yes, we're vertical, we're on top of each other. It's horizontal, but I still don't have the chat. Even on my computer, I still don't have the chat. This is really weird.
They need to get on that. Fix it. It's
See,
okay.
I just chatted into the void. I was hoping if I put something into the chat, that then it would magically make it pop up. No,
I'm not even seeing it in the chat.
it is because when I look on my phone,
Hmm.
what I typed into YouTube
Yeah.
doesn't show up.
Listen, someday we'll get there. We'll
Oh.
figure it all out and be professional. Until then, it's a learning curve. It'll be amazing. We'll do it together, folks.
Dreadful said scroll down. What am I scrolling down? There's nothing to scroll
Oh, so
down
now you're seeing it though, because you're
because
seeing
there's
you
nothing
saw
on the
what he
screen.
wrote. Well, you saw what he wrote though, so hey, that's a
Well, no, on my phone. On my
yeah.
phone, I can see that he wrote that. But like on
Ah,
my computer screen, I still just see when no one's in the chat and you get the little box from YouTube that tells
yeah,
you welcome to the live chat.
yeah.
And then I typed in, "Hey everyone," except notice on the phone you can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Ah, no idea.
I don't know. So if you see us looking down all stream, it's because we're trying to read the chat and interact with you guys.
Yay. Okay, so my week it was yeah cold. Like I said, someone needs to come pick up this weather because it's not supposed to be that cold in Florida. It's not. We're not having a good time. So I've said before, clothing. We need the clothes. We don't have the clothes for this.
Yeah.
So, but it's supposed to get warmer. It actually was nice
So
today.
I read that it was supposed to be like in February, it was supposed to warm up. But when I look at the long range, no, it's not warming up. Although it was 40 today, so we were above freezing for the first time all week. Um, I've been hoping it'd be in the 40s more. At least we're going to say mid 30s, so I guess it's better. We're not, below freezing. And then, and see, I like block this from my memory.
Mm-hmm.
I show up to work on Tuesday,
Yeah.
and my office is 45 degrees. The heat froze overnight.
Oh
So
no.
we had the guy come over. He unfroze the propane tanks, got us up and running. But it took forever for the building to warm back up.
Yeah.
So it had to do with the propane tanks, and the wind was blowing. So he like stuffed the cap of it to try to stop the wind from blowing in. I don't know. Well, show up Wednesday morning. My office was 35 degrees. 35 degrees. So yeah. So running space heaters, blew the circuit breaker, you know, had to let the guy for the propane company come out. Finally got it fixed. Thursday, the heat's working, except Thursday, I was outside all day and my toes were like frozen. But on the plus side, the only reason I went out with everybody, my whole crew, is because I knew that there was a good lunch spot, knew where they were all going. So
Yeah.
I had a buffalo chicken stuffed bagel. That was the highlight of my week. It was phenomenal. It was phenomenal.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Nice.
Yeah. The little things in life.
I have to look for the little things in life, man. I mean, I had I had good food this weekend, but I had home cooked food all weekend, so. But it was still good. Dreadpool cooked for me on Saturday, so there's
Nice.
that. Oh, and he made breakfast, but he usually makes breakfast on the weekends, so it's because I don't. Well, I do sometimes, but
Okay, so the chat just solved my my problem with not being able to see them. Thank you, everybody. Apparently, there's different links for the vertical and the horizontal. So I was by myself in the vertical stream while everyone else is in horizontal.
oh,
So I now have the chat open. Now I can see what everyone's saying.
I see.
See, now you guys can see me.
Love that. Love that. So,
Uh,
are we ready now that we've gotten this straightened out? Are you ready to discuss some food and make everybody hungry, including ourselves? I mean, I ate a really good dinner and I ate a big dinner, but I'm probably going to get off of here and eat again because of this. So,
okay, so I saw this article weeks ago, and I keep forgetting to ask you about it. I
okay.
don't know how close you are to Tampa, but there is this guy. He was on, where is he on? He's on Instagram.
Okay.
He has a channel called Call Anthony. This guy reviews food from gas stations, corner stores.
Okay.
So he's just like a normal dude who goes and whatever you buy at the gas station, and this dude reviews it. And at first I was like, that's stupid. Who's eating gas station food? And then I was like, well, who am I kidding? I eat gas station food too. But I read this article and I was like, I can't believe that Florida has so much gas station food. Like the gas station food around here,
Mm-hmm.
if you get like a quick check that actually makes food, it's still like half prepackaged frozen food. You have a limited selection. You might be able to get like a sub. But this
Mm-hmm.
dude, so he a reporter met him out there. He
Mm-hmm.
was showed the reporter how to have a frozen cup. Do you know what that is? It's a golden combo of juice and fresh pineapple chunks frozen in a clear plastic cup.
Yeah, that's why I wouldn't know what that I pineapple. That's the first step of I'm out.
Yeah, but I just thought, like I said, at first I was like, this is dumb, but then like this is actually what a genius idea to like
Mm-hmm.
get tons of followers is you eat what normal people eat. Like how many people have food review channels and they're going to all these little fancy places? The majority of us, we're not going to fancy places. Or even if you do, you go occasionally. But
Yeah.
like if you're especially if you're at work and you're on the road and you need to pop something to eat, yeah, you're
Mm-hmm.
going to a gas station. So he said, this is what it says. He covers food trucks serving $5 challahs for breakfast and home chefs cooking giant chicken sandwiches in their kitchens while taking orders over social media. Um,
Hmm.
and apparently he had a viral review of Red Lobster's cheddar biscuits, which I don't even need to watch the review because the review is they're amazing. Right? I mean,
I would
you know,
imagine so.
yeah, who doesn't like the Cheddar Bay biscuits? Like, who cares what else they serve? That's what you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah, I think everybody goes for those biscuits. I mean, that's the only reason you go to there and eat anything. I mean, that's the only reason I go there
Yeah.
because, like, especially me in particular, we have so many small fish restaurants. That
Yeah.
specialize. Everybody specializes in seafood. Everybody has seafood just about down here. So, I mean, you can go anywhere. You go to Red Lobster for the biscuits. Like that's
Yeah.
the main selling point is for the
Exactly.
biscuits.
You,
So,
you yeah, you go to Red Lobster for the biscuits, you go to Olive Garden for the breadsticks. Like
mhm.
that's yeah. So then this guy, he's got like he has bad reviews too. Like, why did I get this banana pudding from Hood gas station in Tampa, Florida? It was not fresh.
Yeah,
Oh,
that happens. I would imagine
yeah.
it happens. Um, you guys don't have large selections of like fresh food? Like, really? Like,
Not at a gas
I thought that
station.
was like a thing for like gas stations. Like, I genuinely,
like they have a photo from this article, and he's at a gas station, but you get like the styrofoam takeout
Yeah,
containers full of like food. Like you don't buy that at
yeah.
a gas
Like
station around here.
most gas stations have large selections, or at least they specialize in, like, we have a gas station nearby that has barbecue. They have a smoker, and like they do barbecue. That's And then we have one that's got a deli with it. Really, like, that's not common. I thought that was common for a lot of places. Like, I'm really surprised. You would think, because like they do really well around here. I mean, everybody wants
Oh,
food. Like you said, everybody wants food, and they're always on the go. And like, yeah, those things are lifesavers, especially because a lot of times you can walk in and they've got something for everybody. Yeah, no, we don't get food poisoning,
I
which
know
is
you eat gas
really funny
station food. Well,
because
unless you eat that hood banana pudding, that's not
yeah,
fresh. Maybe you
yeah,
do, but
no, I mean, I personally, even living in Florida, I wouldn't trust gas station sushi, but just about everything else, like,
so the majority of gas stations around here, like it's just like you buy chips and Slim Jims and soda. Like it's a convenience store. That's all you buy. They started to make some that have food, but yeah, it's just pizza,
mhm.
empanadas, but it's a frozen empanada that they just put in the freaking oven. If you get the one that makes you a sub, it's not like saying a quality sub. I mean, this is like mall food court level
So you're telling
food.
me I could do like a channel just going to the gas stations near me and people be interested because that's like not a thing.
Well, don't go to
Like,
Tampa because Cole Anthony does
well,
Tampa, but go
I
somewhere
don't need
else
to go to
and
Tampa. Florida is a pretty big place. There are so many places to go in
yeah,
Florida.
but
And like I said, just about every single gas station, especially the mom and pop places here, yeah, everybody has food. They have like
yeah.
real food, like good
See,
food.
I'm telling you,
And
the guy has a whole channel, tons of followers. And like I said, my first thought was like, this is ridiculous. But then I thought about it, I was like, no, this is genius. And I think people would watch it if you went in your area and you reviewed gas station food.
hmm,
Because like I said, think about it. The average person eats gas station food. And
hmm,
like around here, we don't have regular gas station food, but you're popping in for some soda, some chips, whatever. You're getting something.
hmm,
That's like I said, that's average people food, not like not pretty food.
hmm.
I don't watch food bloggers because I don't really care what they want to eat. But yeah, I want to eat food that looks pretty and costs tons of money. Give me something cheap and delicious.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised.
But then I thought it. But so I saw that like weeks ago, and I just kept forgetting to tell you about it. So then I was like, well, that's weird. Like I
Mhm.
said, we don't have gas station food like that. So then I was looking up, and I found some Food Network article that has all of these. It says, what does it say? The most iconic hyper regional American dish in every state. Some of these sound delicious. Some of these, I'm like, they're full of it. I don't believe that people really eat this. But for Florida, it has conch fritters.
Hmm.
These fried seafood poppers, classically served with creamy dipping sauce, are enjoyed in Key West and the Bahamas as well. So, do other places in Florida eat conch fritters, or is this just a Key West thing?
You know, Dreadpool, you'd be better equipped for that one because I'm not really that familiar with the cuisine there. So, I mean, I've never had them, never seen them on, I don't think I've seen them on a menu. So, yeah, alligator, I would think would be more of a Florida dish. That's at more restaurants.
I know that's why I know. That's what I said. Some of these I'm
And
like,
grouper,
okay,
grouper
I'll
sandwiches.
sounds legit. But some of these I'm like, really, that out of the whole state, that's what you get, and that's why I thought it was weird. That's just Key West. I mean, Florida, like you said, it's a big state. It's bigger than Key West. You too. You think alligator? You don't get alligator stuff elsewhere.
Yeah.
So I'm
Right.
scrolling down to find New York, and in the meantime, I found New Hampshire, and I feel if any of you live in New Hampshire, um, I'm sorry because they're saying that New England boiled dinner. This looks flavorless and disgusting. It is boiled meat, cabbage, and potatoes. You boil them together in one pot. But the stock photo they have, like, there's no seasoning.
Hmm.
There's no seasoning. It's just it looks maybe like corned beef with no seasoning, cabbage, potatoes, but like it is just bland and boiled. And sorry if you live in New Hampshire, that sounds sad. New York, you would think New York would have had like pizza, right? That's what New York is known for.
Yeah.
No, they have chicken riggies, which is from like the Utica area. Which
Okay. Hold
riggies,
it. I'll be right back. Keep going.
yep,
I'll still be listening, but keep
yep.
going.
Riggies is short for rigatoni, so it's a creamy tomato. I can't even say this word. Tomatoey and spicy pasta dish with chicken breast and cherry peppers. I had chicken riggies once, and that's totally not how they made it. They made it something like garlicky. I don't know. A coworker made it. It was weird, but I don't know. Frank said he ate alligators in the Catskills. Probably got it from a sewer. They probably did. I had gator jerky that I got from the fair once. So, and I don't know if RWK's in the chat because for all this food they have listed, um, Arkansas has chocolate gravy. Popular in the Appalachians, especially Arkansas, the sauce is made with a flour, cocoa powder, roux. Ladle it over fluffy biscuits. Right? I think that just sounds delicious. And I think there's a lot of foods that you could put chocolate gravy on. I don't know how chocolate gravy differs than just chocolate sauce. I don't know, but it sounds delicious. See, okay, everyone in the chat is talking about like chain food. Now I agree, like you guys were talking about Uno's with the shrimp dip. I do miss that. The last time we went to go, the building is torn down. We didn't know it was closed until it was a pile of rubble. But do you guys have any like local food? Wait, what do you? Oh yeah, look at me. If I move over, am I in one? It takes a minute to catch up now. I like how I'm like, okay, I saw that you put in the chat split face. I like how I'm like offset too on there. Oh, this is entertaining. I'm currently see. Oh yeah, if I move over, so here we're heading this
Okay,
way.
yeah. I just noticed the screen split too. I was like, oh no. Oh no. Sorry guys. Child has school tomorrow. I had to go take care of that real quick. But I heard everything.
Yeah, that chocolate gravy, I think that sounds phenomenal. Like I said, I don't know how it's different than chocolate sauce, but I want it.
I
I
don't
want it.
know. The only different thing I would know would be chocolate dip. When they get the
Yeah.
chocolate shell on ice cream, that's about the only kind of like
Yeah.
uh,
See, if
thing.
you would have asked
Other
me for
foods.
like what's my area's food, I mean, New York, like I said, is known for pizza, New York style pizza. One thing I noticed though that we have that other people don't have are hard rolls.
Mm.
Because when I was in Ohio, they all thought when I was talking about a hard roll that the roll was hard. And I'm like, well, actually, no, it's like super soft. It's similar to a Kaiser roll, but it's not the same. It's different. But I don't know. Like I said, you can't get it elsewhere. Like that's what I think of when I think of like, what regional food is. And then obviously talk about pizza, right? There's Chicago deep dish, there's Detroit style pizza, California pizza, right? Who was the best? I don't know different styles of hot dogs. Oh yeah, DJ, now we have a Korean corn dog spot. I don't know if we still have it around here because I never went to it, but we have a Korean corn dog spot, and I looked at the menu and it looks phenomenal. Have you ever had that before?
No, no, I haven't.
Yeah. It's just different hot dogs and there's like weird toppings. There was like I remember one was like rolled in Doritos or something. Like I said
Uh,
I didn't eat it. I don't really know, but I was like, this sounds entertaining.
yeah. Um,
But
we went to some really good restaurants in Hawaii. They had some amazing different Asian foods. We went to what was it? There was a really good sushi place, and then obviously you gotta have the ramen. Everyone has to have that, and then hot pots. That's really good. I like that. I love that. I just wish we
I
had them closer to us here. We don't have any close
I
to.
want to go to a hot pot. I haven't been to one, and there's one across the river for me. I think Frank said he's been to it a couple times. I just haven't gone yet, and I want to go see what it's about.
Oh my
So,
god, it's so good, so good. Love it, love it.
so this article says that Hawaii's dish is spam musabi.
Hmm.
Born in the aftermath of World War II, the popular snack consists of a slab of seared spam wrapped into a block of rice with nori. So basically, it's like spam sushi.
Yeah, I'm gonna not do that. Yeah, definitely I'm gonna not do that. Someone mentioned, Mr. Miami, we have a spot that sold only fair foods. Yeah, oh, we have so many fairs down here. I love it because I love fair food. Fair food is just a
Yes.
guilty pleasure. Now that's playing with fire. That is an easy way to get food poisoning sometimes, but I'm gonna admit it could be worth it. It could really be worth it. It depends. Listen, if you get food poisoning, if you don't at least enjoy the meal, it's not worth it.
Okay, so speaking of food poisoning and fair food,
Mhm.
what's your feelings about eating food out of a truck? Like to
Oh,
me,
yeah, I'll do it.
if it's food out of a truck, it's probably going to taste better than food out of a restaurant, quite honestly.
Yeah,
I'll eat almost anything out of a truck.
I'm not gonna lie. The first time I ate food off a truck, it was a very scary experience for me. I thought I for sure was gonna get sick from the food. Um, my friends drove. I was in California, and they drove me. I don't know, like 45 minutes away from where they lived to go to this. They were we're going to go get Mexican. It's going to be the best Mexican of your life. And of course, you always hear California has really good Mexican. So I'm
Mhm.
excited because I'm like, yeah, this is going to be so amazing. And it's 45 minutes away. It's going to be great. I'm imagining they're taking me to at least a decent looking restaurant to, sit down and eat like a normal person would, right?
Yeah.
No, they drove me out into the middle of the friggin' desert in BFE with like nothing and nobody nearby, serial killer special. And it was a busted ass, broken down, disgusting looking, stained up food truck. In like the parking lot was fairly packed. So that was a good sign, obviously, which is why I took the chance to eat it. But like, I for sure thought I was going to die. Like, I was like, this is seriously. Um, Best
Yeah.
food I ever
See,
had, though. Oh my god, it's the best Mexican I ever had.
yeah.
Best Mexican I ever had. Yeah, I went there a couple of times after that just because best Mexican I ever had. Totally worth it. So I never
If
got sick too. So there's that.
Frank says the flavor of the food truck comes from the black grease over the vent. I agree, right? They haven't changed the oil in the deep fryer in 3 years, right?
Yeah.
They dropped the spatula on the floor and they didn't even wipe it off when they went and took your food off the grill. This is what makes it taste delicious.
Listen, if the cook
You know?
doesn't speak English,
Yeah.
don't even care what language they're speaking. You're in for some good food. Like that's all there is to it. Hey, Axel.
So the town next to us has a lot of taco trucks. So Mr. Miami and I one night we went and we were like we are going and we went down the line. We were like we are trying all the food trucks.
Mm-hmm.
So of course the taco truck that had the longest line wasn't even our favorite. They had a lot of sauces that you put on the tacos and I think that's why people liked it. But the flavor of the taco by itself wasn't as good. But we went down the road and we thought it was a taco truck. It wasn't. It was a Peruvian food truck. And yeah, I was trying to ask questions and they didn't know I was asking. I know they were answering. All I know is I had French fries with sliced up hot dogs on it. It was weird, but it was good. I ate it.
I got a super chat from Axel at
Yes.
Iconic Video Games. Said shout out Pink Pickles for winning absolutely nothing in IBGP this week. How are you liking it?
Okay, so can I tell you my secret? Okay, I love, you know me. I love the intermission game. That's my favorite thing. I love to guess. I'm horrible at it. The one week I was doing so good, and then Splendiferous came in the middle and he beat me, and I'm oh man, I was and Perry wasn't even helping me. Normally I just get Perry to give me the answers,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes like I'm gonna do this on my own. Okay, listening instead of like normally we uncover the squares and you have to see what the cover of the video game is. This time we listen to music from video games.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, this is like impossible. I cheated. Well, I don't know if it's cheating. I definitely used SoundHound, and that's how I knew what the songs were. There's no way. Like you guys are like, oh, you're a real gamer. How'd you know that? Dude, there's no way I knew that. Did you really think I knew that on my own? No, no way I knew that on my own. I used SoundHound because I wanted to win.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Oh, hey, Sable Paul. I sent messages on Twitch, not repeating them here. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't even know how to get on Twitch by myself. I'm not real good with the social medias. I apologize. I'll learn. Okay. I don't know if you heard at the beginning of the show. I will someday figure out the technologies. I am probably not the right person for that, but I will figure it out someday. I will eventually be professional. Today's not the day.
Okay, so I opened Twitch to see what
Oh,
it
you.
is. I don't even know if I remember my login, but I can't see the chat. I wonder if it's because I just joined. I would have to like log in.
Jeff Pool says, cheater, I used Shazam. Oh, that's funny. So how come you didn't help me, man?
How come I beat you then? If you cheated too.
Oh, sweet pea. That's not true. I'll have to figure it out sooner than that, I think.
Okay.
That's why I keep feeding you healthy food and cooking dinners to keep you alive longer, to torture you for longer, my dear. Speaking of foods, back to the foods, more foods. Okay,
Yes.
so like, yeah, I don't know about a lot of the food lists. I did happen to find one. Where'd it go? I lost it. I'll find it. Give me a second. I know it's here somewhere. Okay, here we go. I pulled up a list of iconic foods in Florida that I do know a few of these I think are for sure correct. And oh, I wanted to tell everybody about the key lime pie. Okay, so everybody should most people know what key lime pie is. Well, key lime pie was made in Florida, and it was they made it in Key West. It was the first place to make it, so it's actually from Florida. That's pretty funny. I never knew that. I just found that out today, so that's why I figured I'd share it with everyone.
Okay, this is gonna sound really dumb. It never occurred to me that key lime pie was Key West. Like, are key limes from Key West? Is that why there's key in the name as opposed to just limes?
Are they called key limes? I just thought they were called limes.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just making stuff up.
I think they're just called limes. I think it's just key lime pie.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're just called limes. I could be wrong, but yeah. But no, I didn't know it, so I wouldn't expect most people to know it because I didn't know it and I live here. So I, I doubt it's something they talk about on the tours. So
Oh, just like if you go on tours down in Key
yeah, like
West.
doing the historical tours
Okay.
and the touristy informational tours, museum tours. Another thing on the list for iconic foods in Florida is Cuban sandwiches, which I absolutely agree. There are a ton of Cuban uh, sandwich restaurants, so that's definitely a big thing here. And then seafood, obviously, that's just like a given. However, my advice to anybody is do not eat oysters out of season and try not to eat them too far away from the coast. That's just my advice. But you can do what you want with your bodies. But it's easier to avoid food poisoning if you're near a coast and it's oyster season. Yes, there is an oyster season. So, no, I'm not sure what it is because I don't eat oysters. So,
Okay. So I've been listening, but I've been looking around because
mhm.
I just I can't even chat. Hold on. I just got into Twitch. I was determined to see what Cerebral Paul told us.
Hmm.
He said spam is a big deal in Hawaii. You can also
Yes.
get monkey brains there.
I didn't see that anywhere, but
I thought that was like from Indiana Jones.
I thought that
And,
was an India thing. A thing in like India, not. I mean, yeah, nothing surprises me anywhere though.
he said that Fort Worth
Mhm.
has a killer food truck park. I'm assuming that a food truck park is exactly what it sounds like, that it's just a whole bunch of food trucks in one area, and that sounds phenomenal.
Mhm.
That just sounds phenomenal.
Hmm.
I read something, it was I think it was in California, that there's like some shopping plaza and they were trying to like sue a bunch of food trucks because this plaza, I mean, I get the person's plaza is like gigantic. And the restaurants there have like a 2 hour wait on the weekends.
Mhm.
So food trucks started to park along the outside of the parking lot. So now people, instead of waiting 2 hours to go to the restaurant, they go over and they eat at the food truck. So now the restaurants are getting mad. And then when the food trucks leave, and I'm just thinking that's really dumb because if you're on a 2 hour wait, you obviously have people. Like you can't service the people, and honestly, those people probably would leave anyways. I mean,
Mhm.
who's like, are you waiting 2 hours for Cheddar Bay biscuits? I'm not. Like they're
No,
good, but they're not that good.
no, I'm not waiting that
No.
long. No, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. No, so apparently there's something in Orlando. There's an upscale food truck park. So what kind of food you get in an upscale food truck?
Actually, it's some really good foods. I haven't gone myself yet. Aside from Dreadpool and Carlo getting to go without me again, of course, per usual. Mom went, and she was telling me there was different. Each one had its own cuisine, and they were all really good. She ended up getting, I think, loaded fries at one. I can't remember what else. Somebody had pizza at another one, I think, and I can't think of what else they had. But I do remember her saying one had pizza, and she ended up getting loaded fries at a different one. But they were really good. So
Yeah.
all I could think was, oh, next time I go to Orlando, I'm going to food trucks. Like,
Yeah.
I know that's for sure. But she did say that they were really large portions. So it'll be one of the few times I share my food.
Yeah, I try to go to any event that's a food truck. Count me in. I'm there.
Trinity. I don't blame you for getting hungry. The more we talk about it, the more I keep thinking, I have snacks in my pantry and I'm like really wondering like if I can sneak away to go grab some because I foolishly have not trained my dog to go get snacks out of the pantry for me and bring them back. That's just it was
Yeah,
a
you know
lot
what you need to
because I
do
should
this
have done it
week?
when I was up.
Get some training.
If he weren't so old, I'd think so. He's just too old. He won't jump that high anymore.
Yeah.
He's lazy. He doesn't even want to like jump on the couch by himself. He acts like he can't do it for me all the time. He'll jump up there just fine for Dreadpool, but like he acts all
Yeah.
helpless and oh, he can't do it. Help me. Pick me up, Mom.
See, everyone talks about the future and all these great things we're having. I don't care what people plan for the future. Why do we not all have Rosie? Right? Rosie from the
The
Jetsons.
Jetsons.
Right,
Yes.
right.
I've
If you
said that
had Rosie,
before.
Rosie could be getting you a snack right now.
I've said that before. Like that's yeah. But instead we got these creepy robot thing. Like I personally still don't necessarily believe that they're real. I think it's a guy in a suit. Like I'm like
A guy in a robot suit.
yeah, I don't think they look like robots. It looks like a guy, like a bad like 70s or 80s sci-fi flick where a
Yeah.
guy's wearing like a you guys have all seen it. You can't tell me that it looks like a robot. It looks like a guy in a suit. So, yeah, like that's all I'm going to say.
I
And the
know. Just
dog, I don't think the dog's real either. I'm calling BS. No way. Nah.
said, just give me Rosie. That's what we need. Life would be
And I
so
want it
much
to look like
better.
Rosie. I want it to look
Yes.
exactly like Rosie.
Yes.
I don't want anything weird or freakish. I just want an actual Rosie in like straight silver, shiny, with a little wheel on her for instead of legs. Yeah, nope, that's good.
She could be bringing you nachos right now. See, this future sucks, man. We spend all
I
of our time on things that don't matter.
we were told we were getting so many cool things. All those movies that lied to us about the future and what the future was going to be like. I was told I was going to get all the things, but you know what I'm most upset about? A food replicator. Why am I still having to cook? Why can I not just like hit a couple of buttons in the food's prepped, cooked, ready to go, and on a plate for me, and I can just pull out and set it down? Now that would be amazing.
Yeah.
We've had Star Trek. Star Trek's been an idea for how long, and I still don't have my food replicators. The future is bogus. I want a refund.
I
I
know.
want a
Let's
refund.
go. So I'm saying we're wasting time on things that don't really matter. Let's do the important things.
Exactly. Exactly. And to top it all off, for a few years, they took away Twinkies. Like, really?
I
What
know.
did you
And
succeed for that? What exactly did you get out of that, guys?
and the Twinkies that came back aren't as good as the old Twinkies.
I know, right? They're kind
Yeah.
of like trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of disappointing.
Yeah. I
So
agree.
disappointing.
Well, speaking of trash, so here's one of the states I want to talk about,
Oh,
Colorado. I don't know
okay.
if anyone here's from Colorado. Before I tell you the name of this, and I think the name is why I think this is ridiculous. I'll
Okay.
tell you what it is first, okay?
Okay.
And this is like an open face sandwich. So it's a burger topped with shredded cheese and green chili sauce served with french fries. Okay? Because I guess Pueblo, Colorado is known for its green chilies. This thing is called the slopper. Can you imagine going to a restaurant and like, oh, what do you want, hon? I'll have a slopper.
It's an open face sandwich, you said?
It's a hamburger, but there's no it says it's a hamburger. Well, it says it's a burger, but
Okay.
this is like looking at the photo, this is not shaped like a hamburger. This is shaped like an oval. And there's no top bun. It's on a bottom bun. And then it's covered in green chili sauce. and shredded cheese. But it's called slopper. Like I said, can you imagine that you go to a restaurant and you like, yeah, I'll take a slopper. Sloppers for the table.
That sounds kind of disappointing, actually. That sounds really disappointing.
I
Like,
know.
no. No.
See, Axel says, "How dare you? Sloppers are amazing." I'm telling you, the name. Like, you really go to a restaurant and you're like, "Give me a slopper." Is that really how it goes? And everyone's just normal about it?
Is that the actual, like, across the board name for it? Like, that's not.
Axel, you got to type back to us. Let us know. I don't know. That's what this article says. It called it a slopper.
I'd just be disappointed because there's no top bun more than anything else. If I'm getting a burger, why am I not getting the bun? Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. That's the part that keeps throwing me off. There's not even anything really. I mean, is the cheese thick enough and like melted like decently so it's like acting as the top bun? Because I don't understand.
Not at all.
That's where I don't understand some of these sandwich fads. Like, I think a couple of different places have had sandwiches where instead of buns, they have other pieces of meat like in place of the bun. And all I can ever think is like, why? It's just so messy on your hands. Who's eating this stuff? Like, don't get me wrong. I'm all for having chicken in a burger or a piece of steak or whatever. But like, why am I not using a bun? What is the problem?
See this. I'm trying to show you what this looks like. Hold on. All right, you see it now? This is what.
Okay, that looks like shit on a shingle, my guy. That looks like shit on a shingle.
Yeah, that doesn't look.
I mean, I like shit on a shingle, so I mean, I'd probably try the slopper, but like I said, if I order a burger and I don't get a bun to eat it with my hands, I'm disappointed. Why are you ordering a burger? Like, why not just get ground beef?
Like, Axel said that is not a slopper. I don't know. That's what's in the Food Network article, man. I didn't.
Is what you're talking about food is the question?
Yeah, I'm not
discussing food, so I'm just, sir.
Ew, is this oh, hold on. Is this a slopper? Because this looks worse. Hold on. Hold on. Let me drag this in here.
Okay, see, Dripple, the no bun
because this was a link.
Chicken sandwich between two chicken again. Why? Why are we getting rid of the bun? Unless there is a specific reason we're not eating buns.
Okay, I don't know why this picture's so ungodly big. What? All you can see is a quarter. I'm trying.
Okay, so what is it, like a soup? Because it looks like soup. A chili?
I know, I'm keeping you in suspense as I gradually shrink. Okay.
It looks like loaded fries and a bowl of gravy, soup, something. What is that? That's a slopper too?
That's from the Wikipedia article. It's typically eaten with a fork and a knife or a spoon. Yeah, this is like a hamburger soup or something. This and the French fries are just in the liquid. Yeah, that's what we said, Trinity. What is that? Right? Is that okay? Ax, do you see what's on the screen? Is what's on the screen, is that a slopper? Because it looks gross.
I'm confused. That does not look. Oops.
Shoot. Oh, you want me to put it back up?
No, I'm trying to turn my camera back on. I was trying to unsplit the screen, but it wasn't working. It was just turning it onto my camera for some reason. So I left it on the split screen so at least they could have two halves of a whole.
Oh gosh. So
It looks
here I
gnarly
found because I'm
ugly
trying to
though.
look up the Pueblo, Colorado Slopper. There was a 2019 Pueblo Slopper Stop tour.
What?
What? Ew. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can save this photo. This dude, it's in a bowl. This is a hamburger in a bowl. You see this guy? That's a hamburger in a bowl.
What the fuck? What? Like, why are people doing this to food? Why are we ruining food on purpose?
Wow. That
Burgers
one
are supposed to have buns. It is not a burger anymore when it doesn't have a bun. It's just like
I don't know,
I
that
would.
one looked like it had a top bun. It just is
It
in
looks
a
like cheese
bowl of
to me. It
soup.
looks like toppings, like a cheese
It
topping.
had it had okay, because I blew it up on my screen. It had like diced onions on it. It
Uh-huh.
totally looks like a hamburger on a bun in a bowl full of liquid with raw chopped onions on top of it, is what it looks
Okay,
like.
like isn't a hamburger without a bun just basically cube steak? Like, essentially, I mean, count me if I'm wrong. Am I the only one who feels like this? This is an abomination.
Well,
Why are people eating burgers without buns? It
it's
defeats
not
the
it's
whole
not a
purpose of
burger.
a hamburger.
It's not a burger, it's a slopper. See? Oh yeah, Axel, that's a slopper from the Gold Dust Saloon. It's right. Okay, are we right then that it's a hamburger in a bowl of soup?
Trinity.
Like
All I can think of is that meme. Everybody's so creative. Everybody wants to be creative.
that's like when people in the South say "bless your heart." That's like a nice way to say it.
That's
People like
pretty
to be
much. Bless
creative.
your heart. Like everybody's so creative.
Yeah, see, that's what Axel said. It's not a burger; it's a slopper.
Okay, yeah. Well, I still.
I'm hoping to go
I don't
to.
know.
No, I'm not even going. No, I've never been to Colorado. I have no plans to go to Colorado. If I do go to Colorado, I will not be eating a slopper.
I
It
might
is
go to
not.
Colorado. I have a friend in Colorado, so that's the only reason I'd go to Colorado. Just go visit them. I
Well,
mean, food
if
I
you
like to eat anyway, so I'd probably eat, but I'm probably not going to eat a slopper just because, like, it's. I'm not.
you're gonna be walking through a restaurant and you're gonna see somebody eating it, and you're just gonna be like, excuse me, can I just take a photo of your dish, please? I need to report back home.
Bless their hearts. Eating
Oh,
burgers without buns. I don't care what toppings and soup you put. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna stop because everyone's entitled to make choices. Not all of them are
okay.
correct in life, but you all are entitled to choices.
Okay, here we go. We got the recipe: bread, meat, tons of green chili from the Pueblo Chili Festival, shredded cheese, and fresh diced veggies. That's a slopper.
That sounds like chili, essentially, with bread to dip it in. Like, what? What? Okay, I'm gonna need someone to give me a different dish that isn't going to try and confuse and hurt me.
Well, I'll give you one that will confuse and hurt you less. Hold
Okay.
on, I gotta find
All right.
where did it go?
All right.
I thought it was from Maine, but it wasn't. It's I gotta find what state this is from. It's apple pie with cheese on top.
Oh, hey, Cougar Man.
Um, heck is it?
What is Poutine? I'll have to look that up, Dribble, because I don't know.
Yeah, apple. So I can't find it now.
Right? It sounds like
Here we go.
chili. And how do you eat chili? You either eat chili with crackers or you eat it with bread. Like, and what do you put in chili? Meat, hamburger meat, usually. Like, I don't know. Something about the slopper just seems weird. Seems like they took a
Is
bowl. You know, is it like their version? I bet it's their version of cottage pie or shepherd's pie. That was essentially like just a recipe for leftovers.
Sorry, I
Listen,
should have muted myself. That I just blew your eardrums
Cashew.
out. Sorry, everybody.
That was the smallest little sneeze.
Okay.
It was so cute. Okay, so for those that don't know what cottage pie or shepherd's pie is, it's either hamburger meat or lamb with potatoes, a vegetable, usually corn or peas, sometimes with a little gravy, and tons of cheese. And you bake it all in like a casserole type thing. You kind of layer it. Um, so is that kind of like, but you usually make it with leftovers. Is that like what the slapper is? It was just like somebody's leftovers and they were like, you know what, this just seems like a great idea. Let's just go ahead and toss this all together, try and feed, 20 people with, you know, basically a 5-person meal or something. It
I
sounds
feel
kind of
like
like
the slopper is somebody was making like green chili soup, or they were making green chili sauce to put on something, and they dropped their hamburger in it. And they were like,
that.
"Well, I don't want to waste it, so this is what I'm eating."
Yeah. It just sounds kind of like you were using your leftovers, which I have no problem with if that's the
Yeah.
case. Say that's what happened. We can't be mad at that. Like I said, that's basically what shepherd's pie or cottage pie is. You made too many mashed potatoes. You have an abundance of whatever vegetables laying around. You need to get rid of it before it goes bad. So what do? Throw it all together and bake it.
But
In
see, they at least try to
basically,
make it like give it a normal name, like, "Oh, we're gonna call it shepherd's pie," like it's actually something, not the slopper. The slopper
yeah.
is totally like, "I screwed something up. Look at this slop. Oh, call it the slopper." Right? I mean, even has a horrible name. Oh.
Well, I don't know. I can't really say that because I used to eat a dish called shit on a shingle when I was younger. I still do like it. It looks terrible.
It
It's
does.
basically an
Isn't
open
that
beef sandwich, but there is another name for it. I just can't
isn't
remember
that
what
that
it
white gravy and, like, chipped beef?
is. Yeah.
I've never eaten it. I've seen it. I've seen it, so I'm not eating it.
It was a staple in the 90s. I think most people had it in the 90s. You had to have had it. I think everyone, it was a big popular thing back then. At least it was in the area I was in. So, and Axel, listen, everyone has I thought the issue with chili, the conversation and the big thing was whether or not chili had beans or not whether or not.
Does
I
all
don't think
chili have beans? I've never eaten chili in my life.
I don't
I don't wanna
no,
eat
not all
chili.
chili. No, not all chili has beans.
'Cause I don't like beans, which is why I've never eaten chili. I thought it all had it.
Trying to catch up on some of the comments. There's been a few.
Okay, so Dreadpool keeps bringing up well, I think it was him who brought it up previously too, Rocky Mountain oysters in Colorado. Aren't those, like, bull testicles that are deep fried? Isn't that what those are?
I don't know. I wouldn't eat anything like that. That sounds a bit much.
Yeah, like, it's not what the name makes you think it is. And then he keeps asking if anyone's had about poutine, Canadian poutine. And I don't know if that's related to the slopper conversation. I've never had poutine, but isn't that French fries with gravy on it?
Well, if that's the case, I've had French fries with gravy,
I thought that's what poutine was, but
but I don't know. I have no idea.
yeah, it's French fries, cheese curds, and brown gravy.
Hmm.
See, I don't want brown gravy on my French fries, so I've never eaten poutine.
I actually prefer white gravy with my French fries if I'm using gravy. I don't do it often though.
And yes, Rocky Mountain oysters are deep fried testicles.
Well, then, no, Dreadful. Of course, we haven't had that. Seriously, dude, have you had them?
It's a Colorado thing.
That sounds weird.
Apparently, Colorado's just weird. They're eating sloppers. They're eating bull testicles. What other weird crap are you eating out there, Axel? Tell
Is
us.
that why they have? No, no. Is it the thin air maybe that's causing the problems?
Maybe.
like, okay, yeah, French fries, cheese curds, and gravy. Now that, yeah, I can get down on that. That sounds delicious. Never tried it, but it sounds. I've had French fries and gravy, or obviously French fries and cheese. Who hasn't had that?
Yeah.
That's just a staple. Oh, I'm gonna need to go get nachos after this. At some point, I'm
From the
probably gonna
gas
turn my
station.
camera. Yeah, at some point, I'm probably gonna turn my camera off and go to the pantry and get food so I can
Yeah.
sit here and snack because wow, I'm getting hungry. Even talking about weird food, I'm getting hungry again. And
Well,
like I said, I had a really good dinner.
so I found the next food that I said is, to me, sounds gross, but not nearly as gross. So in Vermont, they have apple cheddar pie. So adding cheddar to apple pie is a tradition in New England, and in Vermont, it's practically the law. The 1999 Act designating apple pie as a state pie mentions a good faith effort to serve it with cheddar.
Okay, now it doesn't seem that weird that the state pie in Florida is key lime pie, but still, what? Why would you add? Like, is it cream cheese at least?
No, like no, the cheddar cheese on top of your apple pie. Now, I don't even like apple pie,
That's
so I don't
gross.
care. But cheddar cheese and apple pie doesn't sound good. So the photo they used, it's I totally forgot. Is it just the top to a pie? What do they call it? The lid, the crust, the top,
Crust, yeah.
whatever. So it's got like the full, not because I know some pies are like the lattice. This is like a full cover, and it's got shredded cheddar cheese that's baked, so it's melted and
That's
I don't know.
disgusting. What's
Yeah,
wrong with them?
I don't
Why
know.
would they do
It's
that? Like, I love cheese and I can eat cheese on a lot of things, but like, why would you do that? That's not even something. Why? Who's eating this stuff?
here's so it just looks like a nice golden crust, but this golden portion on the
I
crust,
mean, it
that's because
looks good,
it's
but I
cheddar
can't eat
cheese.
it with cheese. That's just
Yeah,
weird. That's just, why would they do that to pie?
I know.
It's so weird.
Axel says slopper is better than a pie with cheese. I don't know.
I
Guess
think I'd rather eat the pie with cheese. The
yeah,
slopper looks like something. Yeah, whoever said it,
we're neck and neck on that
somebody
one.
said this. It looks like something you should be eating out of a trough. I'm going to agree with that person. It looks like something you should be eating out of a trough. Like, who was it? I'll find out who said that and give you credit. Don't
Frank, I think it was Frank. Yeah, Yobi says cheese on apple pie is a crime against humanity. Yeah,
That's it's a crime. It's definitely a crime. They should go straight to jail for that. That is not okay. Well,
so okay, so then the other weird one I saw, and I've heard this, but I never knew what it was. What to me is gross about this, and this one I gotta show you the photo of too, because the photo to me is what makes this gross. Okay,
mm-hmm.
in Delaware they have scrapple. Similar to a pate, scrapple is a type of molded meat that's typically served sliced. It's made from meat trimmings, cornmeal, and spices, and is often pan fried and served for breakfast. Okay, so on its own, like a little weird because it sounds like mystery meat, but okay, whatever. But look at this photo and that unmelted slice of cheese. Like who's eating that?
Did you say molded meat? Like
Oh
molded,
yes.
like they put it in like a
No, I said
cooking
molded
mold,
meat.
or like it's growing its own environment thing?
No, I think like because it's just meat scraps together. Like I think you know how like you would like you take ground beef and you like put it into a meatball. Like I think you take all these meat scraps and squish it into a loaf and slice it is what I think you do.
Hmm.
I'd eat mystery meat scrapple
I
over a
mean,
slopper.
I want, I just wanted the cheese to be melted. That just seems like a no brainer for me
That's why that photo
personally,
to me
right?
was like, yeah,
Melting, that's just weird.
like yeah, who was because I like look at that photo makes me think that cheese is still cold, gross.
Yeah.
You ladies are putting my delicious sloppers in the same category as mold. It's not mold. It's not mold as in moldy fungus. Mold as in I have to mold the shape of my mystery meat together.
I was asking what kind of
Yeah.
mold it was referring to. I wasn't entirely sure, but I do
Yeah.
believe that sometimes certain pieces of aged and dried meat do get a certain, I don't know if it's a mold so much as it's a chemical reaction with the salt or something. So I mean, and cheese is usually made with like mold. So
Hmm.
I mean, as long as you're not getting poisoned. Although wait, there is a dish that you are supposed it. There's a cheese that's banned in the U.S. because you have to have live maggots living in it in order for it to be
Ew.
good cheese. But it's got like a very fine line of like healthy cheese and like you can get sick cheese, but it has to have living maggots inside of it.
Who's
You know,
eating this?
people they eat it. It's a delicacy in some areas.
Who's like, yeah, give me the maggot cheese. I'm eating I'm
Probably
eating
Europe somewhere.
I'm eating a slopper before I'm eating maggot cheese. Give me two sloppers for that matter.
Yeah, yeah. Blue cheese is mold too. That's true too. Why a lot of people don't like it because they don't like the taste of it. Tasting the mold. Okay, let's talk about dishes that actually sound good though.
Okay.
Like
So
pull
here's
out some
one.
good sounding dishes.
This is a good one. I want to know because I don't know. Do you like tater tots?
Oh yeah, who do like it's
Okay.
potatoes? Who doesn't love
Yeah.
potatoes?
Okay, so this one's for you from Oregon
Okay.
because apparently tater tots were invented in Oregon.
Oh cool.
They have I can't even pronounce this. Tacos. How do you say nachos but with tots? Tacos?
Tacos, yeah, tacos.
Yeah, tater tots loaded with classic nacho toppings, and you find them on bar menus across Portland.
Oh, I've had those before actually. Those are amazing. Not even gonna lie. Those are awesome. Like the best thing ever. Especially the nights you'd be drinking and stuff in the bars. Yeah. No, those are good. Those are really good. Can't even argue with those.
I'd
Yeah.
eat that, but I want to pick my toppings because I like nachos, but I only want like a few toppings on it because I don't like all the toppings. Yeah. There's a store in New York City that sells chopped cheese on tater tots. Is chopped cheese like shredded cheese? Is that what you mean? Is it just melted cheese or is this like cold cheese they put on tater tots?
Hmm.
Ew, Perry's dipping his tater tots in sour cream. How did I not know this about him? I'm
Hmm.
not dipping my tater tots in sour cream.
I don't think I'd do that. I don't know. I like sour cream and I like tater tots, but I've never tried that. I don't know. I've
I
eaten
don't even like sour cream,
I've
so.
eaten potatoes with some weird things, but I don't know about
You
sour
know, I
cream.
guess it makes sense,
Oh
though, right?
wait,
You put
yeah,
sour cream
actually,
on a baked potato,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I was just thinking the same thing. I was like, you know what though? That might actually be pretty good. I might have to try that. I might try it with French fries.
Mm.
See how that goes. I like some places French fries with barbecue sauce are pretty good actually. So, mm, mm. Food, food.
Oh, chopped cheese is ground beef with cheese. I totally thought that chopped cheese was like chunks of cheese or something. Like I thought it was cheese and you chop it up.
This sounds good too, though. Either or, so what? They both sound really good.
Okay, so you get tater tots with ground beef and cheese on top of it. Dude, I'd eat that. I want my tater tots like slightly well done. I want them nice and crispy.
Mm. Have you
Um,
tried twice baked potatoes?
yes.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah. Mm. I love pretty much
Habanero
all potatoes.
cornbread. No, I haven't tried habanero cornbread.
Like
Does sound
habanero, like the pepper.
good. Hmm.
I have not. Yeah, I would die. I think mild buffalo sauce makes me my nose run and makes me a little sweaty. So I'm not eating anything habanero flavored. I'm a
Oh,
wimp. I'm a
although
wimp.
I probably won't try it because I don't make my own cornbread usually. Mom makes cornbread, hers is just amazing. So yeah, I don't usually make my own cornbread anymore.
Okay.
I ask her to make it for me.
Okay. Do you want like corn kernels in your cornbread or no?
No, no.
Yeah, I don't. I don't. I think that's. Ugh.
Yeah, I just don't like the breakup of the texture.
Yeah.
I like to have the same consistency throughout my cornbread.
Yes.
I don't want any changes. So obviously cornbread has corn in it, but yeah, I don't want different textures in my cornbread.
What is crackling bread?
I have no idea. What is that?
Is that a Miami thing? Okay, so I'm going through the list to see what else was good. So I already said chocolate gravy. That was the one I remembered. Um, the fake slopper photo I just passed. See some of this stuff. I'm like, there's no way this is what your state is known for.
Mhm.
Okay, so Indiana has a pork tenderloin sandwich.
Ooh.
Now, I've never had one in Indiana, but I've had them in Ohio. It's like a Midwest thing.
Mhm.
It is fried pork cutlet, but the pork cutlet is like 3 times the size of the bun. It is powdered like super thin and fried, and it's just yeah, like I don't know why it's gigantic compared to your bun. I know, but it's delicious. I always get that when I go to Ohio,
Hmm.
but it's just fried, which fried it's delicious, you know.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, so Maryland has lemon peppermint stick. Found at Baltimore carnivals and ice cream shops, peppermint sticks stuck straight into halved lemons. Suck the juice of the lemon through the peppermint stick for a sweet, sour, mouth tingly experience. That
Yeah.
sounds bizarre, and I'm like not envisioning it would taste good, but I would totally try it. I would totally try that.
Hmm. Yeah, I'd probably try it just to do it. I've had some interesting desserts, and that sounds like something like there was one time I don't remember where we were anymore, but I ended up getting it was like lavender, lemon, and raspberry, or maybe it was blackberry, but it was some kind of I want to say it was like a cake, but it didn't really have the texture. It was more of like a mousse type thing. It doesn't sound necessarily like something you'd come across that would be very good, but it was amazing. It was really, really good. The flavors actually complemented each other very well. So yeah, I'd be willing to try lemon mint
Yeah.
something. Why not?
So Missouri, this says that Missouri, I guess it's in the St. Louis area, is toasted ravioli.
Hmm.
There's no way that this has anything to do with Missouri. They
Hmm.
just must eat it there because they like it, and this is totally served all over the place. Like toasted ravioli is nothing unique,
No,
special.
no, we have toasted ravioli. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
we have fried ravioli too.
yeah. Let's see. Oh, so New Jersey, and I've had this once, but I didn't know this is what it was. Panzerotti. It's Jersey's version of a calzone. Deep fried pizza pockets filled with red sauce, mozzarella, and toppings.
That sounds delicious too.
Yeah,
That sounds really good too.
I'm on board with that.
I do like calzones too. That's definitely something I could get with. So it's like a hot pocket.
But it's kind of like pizza dough deep fried.
Sounds
Yeah.
kind of like a hot
So
pocket
it's
almost. It's like the older hot pockets, not the new baked flaky. The ones they have now
it,
are, let's be honest, the ones they have now are slightly healthier than the ones they used to have. The ones they used to have were kind of like the fried
it,
dough.
Can you imagine you go to a restaurant and they serve your calzone in the giant cardboard sleeve?
That would be amazing. That would be hilarious. You know what? That would be one of the few times I would be willing to go to one of those bougie, stupid
Yeah.
fofo idea artsy fartsy restaurants. If they were like, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and give you like a giant hot pocket, I'd be like, sign me up.
Yeah.
I will come deal with your ridiculous selves for that. Although it has to be a giant one because a lot of those places want to try and sell you on like little bitty food.
Yeah.
Poor pathetic,
Hey,
less than a half snack.
that's what you need. That's what you need a food truck. So you get a big portion, and then it's portable. That it's in the giant cardboard sleeve.
Now you're thinking, yeah, there you go.
So DJ asked about the Maryland in Baltimore where the lemon peppermint sticks. It says Baltimore carnivals and ice cream shops. So next time you're there, go to an ice cream shop. Your favorite place to go.
Oh yeah, we have some good ice cream around here. So yeah.
Okay, do you like cobblers?
Um,
Which I don't really know the difference between a cobbler and a pie, but there's
mm, I like peach cobbler.
okay. Well, in North Carolina, they have something called a sonker.
Hmm.
Uh, it's it's basically a deep dish cobbler, so it's juicier than regular cobblers and served with a vanilla glaze.
Hmm. Hmm. That sounds good too. Oh my gosh, Cougar Man! One time they made bacon, egg, and cheese on honey buns. You know what? I do cinnamon buns with bacon. Best thing I've ever done in my entire life. While I was pregnant, I was craving bacon and cinnamon buns. I don't know, like that was a big thing for me while I was pregnant. Come to find out, kid absolutely loves that stuff now. Go figure, right? Anyways, back to the point. I didn't feel like making both bacon and cinnamon buns because you got to either fry, you got to stand over it and fry it, and then you put the cinnamon buns in the oven. So it's like that's a lot of work. I wanted to be kind of lazy with it, and cheat my way around it. So what I'm doing was taking the cinnamon bun, unrolling it, and taking a piece of bacon, rolling it in the cinnamon bun, putting them in the oven that way. Best thing ever. Best thing ever.
Hmm.
Try it. You'll thank me. Even if you don't want to do that, take bacon, take a cinnamon bun, slap them together, and eat it like a sandwich. You'll thank me. It's awesome.
Now, do you have bacon on other things? Like like I know for a while, bacon was the craze, and there was like bacon in your milkshakes, chocolate covered bacon. Like, did you
Yeah.
try all that stuff?
I've tried chocolate covered bacon. Um, that's pretty much the end of me and sweet bacon. I actually prefer my bacon to be salty. So,
When Perry was pregnant, he got he got chocolate hot pockets with pickles and cream cheese.
okay, that's a little weird,
That
man.
was his craving.
That's weird.
And you're supposed to tell us about the Christmas crack that you got from your friend.
Oh, she makes Christmas crack. It's like oh god, I'm trying to think of what else it would. There's another dessert that it's similar to, and I can't think of what it is. But it's chocolate, peppermint, and saltine crackers.
Oh.
Not
Hmm.
bad, not bad. It's got to be done just right. Otherwise, if the crackers get soggy, it's not. And you also don't want it to go stale.
Yeah.
So, but that's actually pretty good.
You know what's pretty good too? If you take a Ritz cracker, so you line like your baking sheet with Ritz crackers,
Mm-hmm.
then you Rolos, unwrap the Rolos obviously, put a Rolo on each Ritz cracker. You put in the oven. I forget for how, for like 5 minutes, really, not long. You basically just want to make it so the Rolo's soft.
Mhm.
Then you take a second Ritz cracker and squish it on top so it becomes a little sandwich. They're delicious because then when they cool, the chocolate caramel's kind of hard in there. Like, yeah, you have this little tiny sandwich. They're delicious.
Sounds amazing. Oh my gosh. I'm getting more and more hungry as this goes on. I don't know. I don't know about anybody else, but it's making me hungry, man.
Okay, well, I'll kill you.
Sorry, Brad. I'm eating the rest of the 3 pathetic pieces of chocolate you have here.
I'll kill your hunger, okay?
No.
In Tennessee, they eat barbecue spaghetti. Barbecue restaurants in the Memphis area tend to serve this dish as a side. Spaghetti is tossed with barbecue sauce and pulled pork. I mean, not as gross as a slopper, but barbecue sauce in your spaghetti?
No, actually, I think that is gross, slapper.
What are you going to eat first? What are you going to have first, a slopper or the barbecue spaghetti?
I'd rather try a slapper than a barbecue sauce on noodles. Just sounds gross.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. No, I don't think I would be able to wrap my mind around it.
Okay, so what I want to eat in West Virginia, they have pepperoni rolls. Pepperoni and cheese stuffed pockets can be found in convenience stores across the mountain state. And instead of sliced pepperoni, like an Italian versions found elsewhere, the soft rolls have a large chunk in the center. I mean, I think I might rather eat it with sliced pepperoni, but I'll take a pepperoni roll. Hell yeah.
Again, sounds like a hot pocket. I like those. I'd eat that, but yeah, we have some of those too, except they're usually at Italian restaurants. But
Okay, so we'll start. We'll start at the top here. You ready?
okay.
Alabama has white barbecue sauce. It's a creamy, tangy barbecue sauce made from mayonnaise, vinegar, horseradish, and a teaspoon of Worcestershire. I can't even pronounce that sauce. I don't really like barbecue sauce, so there's no way I'm eating weird barbecue sauce. So I don't know if that's good or not.
I'm gonna, I don't know. I really don't know. Because I don't know what's really usually in barbecue sauce, because I couldn't tell you if that's good or not. But I know mayonnaise isn't in it, so
Yeah,
I don't think that's gonna be something I'm gonna get down on.
yeah.
Personally. Yeah, I'll take some barbecue ribs. I'm with you, Trinity. I'd like some barbecue ribs. I'll take some brisket. I love some good slow cooked brisket. Mm. We have some really good barbecue places down here. Oh, I'm
So
gonna have barbecue tomorrow for lunch.
in Kansas, so in Kansas City, they have burnt ends. So,
And
yeah, burnt ends. The flavorful pieces of meat originated in Kansas City and were initially a way to use up the fatty parts that were left over from slicing a brisket. They're so delicious, they've become desirable in their own right as a standalone dish.
so it's the fat from a brisket, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that. I love brisket, but I'm not gonna eat just the fat off of brisket. I don't mind eating fat with my brisket, but I don't want just the fat of a brisket. I'm good. So you've had Alabama barbecue sauce, and it's good, but not really barbecue sauce.
Because it's
That
got
makes
mayo
sense.
in it.
The mayonnaise thing would throw me off.
Yeah. Yes, CRWK burnt ends are delicious.
I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not
See,
gonna.
I don't really like barbecue sauce that much. My
I
friends, when they
don't.
get together, they always want to go to this barbecue place. So I gave up and I just go. I either get shrimp and grits. I love grits, or I get boneless chicken wings because I'm not eating things with barbecue sauce.
Oh, that's too funny. Well, guys, I don't know about you, but it's getting later and later. And well, while we're not quite hitting the 2 hour mark this time, I don't think yet.
The
I know
nachos
we're
are
over an
calling you.
hour. Food is calling me. You know, I mean, oh, we keep talking about it. I think I'm honestly gonna have me some. I have coffee cakes that I haven't opened yet. I'm gonna have some coffee cakes while I wait for. I have some soups. I don't know which soup, but I'm probably gonna have one with meat in it. I have
Please tell me you're not eating your coffee cake and your soup together.
no. I'm gonna eat one while I'm heating up the other.
Okay, because that would be disgusting.
No, I'm hungry. I want to eat something right. I want like instant gratification, but I also want something really, savory and delicious. Because like while I love my sweets and my junk food, like I need food. We keep talking about food. If I could have like loaded fries right now, I'd do that. But in order for me to do that, would mean I would have to leave my house to go somewhere that sells loaded fries, and I'm not doing that because I don't have the stuff to make loaded fries from home right now.
Okay, so what's before you go eat? What's your favorite food? Is
Mm.
nachos your favorite food?
No, it's one of my favorite foods. Honestly, probably cottage pie is my favorite dish, like ever. Um, I'm a big fan of potatoes,
Yeah,
and I like cheese. Um, so, and I like
potatoes.
cottage pie. It's so good, so good.
Yeah, potatoes rank up there for me. I think my all-time favorite food is marshmallow. I want marshmallows on everything, and I love. And if you notice all the different candies I like candy corn. I like circus peanuts. I like all the candies that people don't like. They're all like marshmallow-based candies, and yeah, it has no nutritional value at all,
Hmm.
but it's delicious,
See, and that's
soft, squishy.
see, and that's potatoes for me. I could eat potatoes in any way, shape, or form, and I have
Yeah.
to have potatoes with just about everything. Like I need potatoes. In fact, one of the things I'm going to have in my soup is potatoes. I love potatoes.
When I was in college, my parents sent me a cookbook, and I was annoyed, like, "What are you sending me a cookbook for?" But it was a potato cookbook, and I was like, "Okay, this is actually pretty good." So,
Oh, soul food's so good too. Tragedy. I can't even argue with that. Yeah, I love some soul food. Oh, it's so good. Okay, yes. You guys, stop sidetracking me. I'm gonna go eat some more food because I can do that. I'm an adult. I can stay up all night and cook if I want to, and I'm probably going to do that for at least the next hour. So it's been amazing. Thank
yes.
you guys all for the chat. This has been hilarious. And thank you, Axel, for the super chat.
Yes, thank you. I'm enjoying my prize. I'm making good use of it here. And I'm glad to find out I'm not the only one who was cheating. So
Nice.
I
Love
just did
it.
it. I just did it better.
Oh, that's great. That's so great. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. We absolutely love you guys. And we
Yes.
would not be able to do it without you. We'd just be talking to ourselves. So
Which I thought we were for a while, but I'm glad I was wrong. And I'm glad that we were just in the horizontal chat, not the vertical.
oh gosh. Well, we'll see you guys next week. Have a
Yes.
wonderful week this week, guys. Have a good
Yes.
night. With that being said, I'm Death Dealer.
And I'm Pink Pickles.
Have a good night,
All right.
everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
We can't even end the stream, can we?
Yeah,
We need
no,
our
we actually can't. We need
we
our
need our
producer back.
producer. Producer, are you talking to us? Producer, can you hear us? Right? He came in before, just started talking randomly. Producer, we need you. I feel like I'm like when you're on oh, I was gonna not yeah, when you're what's with Bob Barker? Price is Right. They talk to the
Yeah.
producers. That's us. Producer, can you hear me? Honk the horn if we have one number right. Uh, no, thank you, everyone. Thank you. We had our new layout tonight, which is why things are a little weird with the chat. We're trying out this new layout. We're being professional here. You saw I did my homework. I'm sitting in my new chair, so I'm not sinking. You can't see my chair. I figured that out. It's here behind me. You just can't see it. We're
Yeah,
moving
we're
up in
all
the
proud
world.
of her for doing it.
Yeah.
She did an amazing job.
But that's the thing with our new layout, though, is neither of us have the button to go live or to end the stream. So
Okay, I have received word. It'll stop in like a minute.
okay.
We're good.
So at some point we're just gonna get cut off, or we have to just sit here creepily and smile and stare.
Just don't get your eyes real big.
Bye, everyone.
Give him crazy eye.
Wait, that's what he's gonna pick then. Give him crazy eyes, so that's what he picks as the thumbnail. Every week the thumbnail is us, like, right?
I'm dying. Don't do that. We're gonna go out. People think I'm dying. I won't choke tonight.
Oh. How are we